Dímelo, mi gente! Aplauso! No, I am not Gus. I know you're disappointed. It is what it is. But we are back with the VVS podcast. It is episode 15. 15. We've done 1-5 of these shits.
1-5.
And I'm with your boy, as always, because fuck Gus. Gus, we're over it. We're over it. It's just me and my boy right here. And who's my boy? At Melo the DJ. Let's go. And in the house today, we have special guests today, man.
We have an audience.
We have an audience today.
But first, before the audience.
Talk to me.
Go ahead. Before the audience.
We have the fired, rehired producer. Once again back-to-back weeks. Jerry, the producer.
They can't get rid of me. They always want me
Can't
back.
get rid of it. No matter what we do, we can't get rid of this guy, man.
We have a special guest today, dog.
Along with Jerry, the fired, rehired producer, we have another guest.
We have a very special
Go ahead,
guest today
introduce him. Introduce him.
We have Kickflip J, dog.
Kickflip J! Let's go! Gen Z in the house
Gen
today.
Z is in the house. He saw the reel today. He didn't like it. He hated it. And now he wanted to show up and say his piece. He's not going to say his piece.
He's not going to say anything at all.
He's not going to say his piece.
Anything at all. Because it doesn't matter.
I'm going to say this stuff.
Go ahead.
Jerry, you sucked last week, dog. You were abysmal. You didn't know the topics.
You didn't know the topics,
You didn't even have your mic on.
You didn't have your mic on, man. You had one simple rule, Jerry.
That's so Gen Z of you. You know what I mean?
If you expect any better this week,
please make sure your mic is on, Jerry. Please make sure.
So, Galo,
Talk to me,
here's
baby.
the thing.
Talk to me. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me.
The shirt that you have on, you thought we've hung out for 2 hours now before this podcast, and you thought that I did not know what that shirt was.
I did. I was like,
you thought that I did not know,
because not many people know,
that
man.
Is the now defunct Miami franchise, the Miami Soul, dog. The Miami Soul shirt. Un aplauso bien fuerte for the Miami Soul.
My boy knows his Miami history, dog. And that's why you're my boy, dog.
Miami, dog.
That's why you're my boy. Because you know what this is.
So, yeah, dog.
And if you know what this is, dog, you know you're from Miami. You're Miami. You're straight up Miami. The defunct R.I.P.
Yeah, dog. Ruth Riley. She was a beast.
Beast.
The coach, Ron Rosting.
Oh my God. The
people
coach.
don't know that.
They don't know that.
Dog.
They don't know that.
There's nothing worse than women's sports. But I love Miami so much.
So much.
That I sat there and I watched it and I cheered.
And
New York was our rival, the Liberty.
Rival, always.
Fuck those cunts. Okay, first of all.
Off rip.
Fuck those cunts.
Yeah.
So Miami Soul all day. Bring back the Miami Soul.
Let's go, baby.
If you're gonna subject me to watch women playing any kind of sports, at least let it be from Miami, dog.
At least.
Because we're out here, dog.
It's the least thing you can do.
So that's a fire-ass shirt, dog.
Thank you, Papa.
It's a fire-ass shirt.
It. And
I waited till right now. I could have said something at the beginning, but I wanted this little moment that we're having right now, dog. I think we grew today.
We did.
I think we just grew as a friendship.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Because, I know you know your shit, man.
You know
you're
me,
Miami thoroughbred through and through, baby. And I know that.
And speaking of Miami, dog, I hope that you know the topics today, because I haven't had time to research the topics today. I'm gonna be honest.
Man.
No, you know what? I'm gonna be honest today.
Talk to me.
I didn't have time because I moved.
Okay,
That's right. Pembroke Pines.
Wow, we got a Broward boy in the building.
Miami-Dade goes to Broward. I've been in Broward, dog. I was in Hollywood.
He moved 3 weeks ago. He's bringing it up today.
Yeah, I did move. It was 2 weeks ago, Jerry. You didn't help. Just like you don't help this podcast, dog.
You ain't help.
I also committed a very sacrilegious thing that I thought that you would catch, but you haven't caught it.
Talk to me. What is it?
I don't know if the audience see.
They can't. You gotta lift your foot up.
The Yeezys.
Swagger. Right? We got Yeezys.
What about the Yeezys, man?
What about the socks?
The Yeezys.
Nike.
So Nike and Adidas.
Nike with Adidas, dog.
Hey,
so
man.
I left today in a rush because I'll tell you why later. But I left in a rush. I had to go to work, and I was in a rush, and the Adidas socks weren't ready yet. They were still being dried.
Still being dried.
Yeah, not
It
by
happens.
me, because I'm not doing that, right? So I had to make a choice because now I chose the hat, I chose a shirt, my little tiny shorts, my little tiny underwear, and the shoes But I needed long socks. The only long socks I had were the Nike ones, dog. And I committed a very sacrilegious thing. I hate it. I make fun of people for doing it.
In the sneaker community, it's big. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Awful,
yeah.
Honestly,
probably low-key
that's
kinda
punishable.
Gen Z shit.
That's probably Gen Z shit.
It's punishable, dude.
Honestly, it's Gen Z shit.
Yeah.
Let's be serious. And we know whatever Gen Z does is garbage.
Garbage.
It's just pure
garbage.
Straight garbage, dog. But shout out to that straw nana, though.
That straw nana hitting, though. Not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna
lie. Kickflip.
Dog. So the reason why, bro, I was in a rush today, right? So I hate it. I hate being in a rush, dog. But whatever. I was in a rush. I couldn't get my gear right. It bothers me. It's been bothering me. I want someone to like roast me for it. Like nobody has said a word. I'm almost offended that nobody has been like, oh yeah, look at this loser with the Nike and the Yeezys, dog. That's sacrilegious. I would absolutely tear someone apart, dog.
Oh, absolutely.
Said a word, bro.
You know what? Because I didn't notice until actually we got into the lighting, and I was like, ooh, you went.
Because we've been in the dark. Pause.
We've been in the dark.
Experimental.
You know how us experimental go.
Experimental, dog.
And I saw that. Now that I see it, I'm that's
it's bad.
It's bad. It's bad. I mean, but what can you do?
What can I do?
What can you do?
No. I mean, whatever. I went to work. I rushed. I had to get. You know where I had to go?
Where'd you go?
I had to go to Miami Beach to go work today. Dog.
Uh-huh.
And on that note, we're gonna go to topic number 1, dog.
God damn. How I don't understand how he does it.
Topic
Week in,
number 1.
week out. It's unbelievable, dude.
It's unbelievable how easy that even was at this point.
It's honestly a talent. Okay, so talk to me more about Miami Beach. What's going on with
Miami Beach, dog, is okay. So I don't know if it's gone viral in other parts of the country, right? Has it?
Well, speak more on it.
So the last couple years, dog, Miami Beach has been like ran by these outsiders that come over here and just act like absolute imbeciles, right? They think they could just come over here, trash the beach, act reckless, dog. There's been shootings. It's been unsafe. Like literally, like not even joking, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's people that have, you know this, that people that have been killed.
Yeah.
Shootouts. Like, bro, you're driving from wherever it is in one of these southern states down here with guns to shoot, bro.
Yeah.
That's kind of ridiculous, dog. That's kind of ridiculous. You come here, you act a fool. You pollute the beach. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Gen Z. I know Gen Z is big on all that. You know, but it's true though. It's so bad that we have to call it out, right? And it's like, bro, when is it gonna end? Like, first of all, as a DJ, I don't like working at the beach as it is.
Why would you? Why would you?
But especially on spring break and events like that, it's even worse. It's actually dangerous to be out there, right? So we've seen the videos, we've heard the news, the stories, all that stuff. Like, and it's always the outsiders. It's always people not even from the state, bro.
It's never locals.
Never locals. Why do you guys think that you can come down here and just bring all that garbage over here? Just because your city sucks, though, don't come and ruin mine. You know what I'm saying? So I've always kind of like been really upset about that shit. Like I've always thought, like, bro, why does Miami Beach as a city allow this to happen? Right? I understand that businesses, obviously, they do thrive over spring break, but at the same time, I've also seen stores and corner stores and places that would normally be open also close during spring break.
Close early because they're
earlier or not open at all.
Because they're like, fuck this shit.
Because they're like, fuck it.
We don't want no part of this.
For that weekend. Are you kidding me? Bro, a spring break, they would rather close.
I'd rather take a loss.
I'd rather take a massive loss than deal with the fuckery that's going on. Right?
Yeah.
So now, Miami Beach, the city of
Miami Beach,
put their foot down.
Tell us what they did.
They put their foot down, dog, and they started implementing certain rules, right? They did a whole little commercial, which was a little over the top.
Okay, so let's talk about this commercial because it's absolutely over the top. we're breaking up with spring break. is what it was.
That's literally what it was.
Yeah.
It's not me, it's you. It was like mad, like, come on, man. Like, at least make it gangster, dog. Like, put Rick Ross in the video. Put gunplay in there. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you know we're serious. Not a couple white people.
No, they're not even they're for sure from like Naples, dog. Guaranteed.
We're breaking up with spring break.
Up with you, dog. That was awful. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was really bad. Off rip, when I saw that commercial, I was like, I know what you guys are trying to do.
I get it.
I just could have. Come on.
I understand what exactly it is that you're trying to do.
Done.
And it needs to be done, man. To the point that what are they doing? They're fucking doing $100 parking on the beach, man. And that's crazy. $100 parking to deter people from going down to the beach and showing up. And guess what? That's not gonna do shit, dude.
It did. So I think it. I went. So tonight, literally today, I went. Today I was there, right? Okay. And it didn't take me too long to get into the beach, which it would have taken me before
at least an hour. 2 hours. At least an hour to 2 hours.
Well, it's because I'm coming from Pines, because I'm from Broward.
Broward boy.
But like, it would have taken me normally 2 hours to get there. Like I've gone there to DJ in spring break. And I got there, like, I think one time I got there like an hour late, and I'm never late, especially when Blessed is there. Shout out Blessed.
Shout out Blessed. We're nervous. We're nervous.
But today, it probably took me like a half hour, 35 minutes to get there.
Really?
Bro, you get there.
That's crazy. So a half hour from Pembroke Pines to the beach?
Because here's the thing.
That's nuts.
Well, I took the express lane too. Also.
Even then, dude.
But I got there, and so the streets, the rules that they implemented, besides the $100 parking, was that there's no street parking. All street parking, I think, from like 5th to 5th to like 17th.
Okay.
Or like 12th or something like that.
Okay.
Blocked off. You cannot park. Any public garage, you cannot park.
Okay.
Private garages are open for business for $100.
So the people that are not familiar with 5th through 17th, basically whatever you've seen on GTA Vice City, whatever you've seen on any movie,
on Bad Boys,
Bad Boys, all of that shit.
If you remember in Bad Boys, the last one, Bad Boys for Life, where Will Smith got shot, that was on Collins. It was on Ocean Drive.
Ocean Drive,
and that's where he got shot. That's all of that is roped off. It's all blocked off. People can walk, but you can't park.
But you can't drive through.
On Washington, which is a street over, you can't. On Ocean as well, you can't. It's all blocked off with actual, like, those little metal bar things. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what they're called. I'm autistic.
Yeah.
They're literally blocked off like that. It's not even like a sign. It says it does say you can't park, but also if you did want to park, you're gonna run into this metal thing over here. Then they're implementing DUI checkpoints, and they have some kind of device that has that reads your license plate. It's like a whole thing. And I feel like it's worked. So I was having a conversation with the manager at this place that I DJ at, and I mean he understood why, but businesses that stay open took a massive L because of this. Because, bro, if you go to the beach, think about Miami Beach spring break, what you know of it, right? Yeah. That's not what it was. That's not what I saw tonight. That's not what I saw today.
What'd you see?
It was very chill. There was still people. Really? There was still outsiders. There was still a lot of that, but it was a much just watered down version of what spring break was. So what comes with that is less money.
Yeah, dude.
But I say that this reset, because that's what I call it. It was a reset. This reset was much needed. There was no way to keep a balance between the party people and the outsiders and the out-of-towners and all this stuff, and like the balance of business and also fuckery. There's no balance there. Not right now. There needed to be a complete massive reset to kind of establish now and lay for next year. Although businesses took L's, next year now we can maybe try to keep a balance and see where it goes. But I'm done with all these out-of-towners coming down here, and I'm glad that it happened. Maybe it's because I don't have a business in Miami Beach.
True.
And I don't have to take that L. But at the end of the day, as a business, do I want to make X amount of money, but also maybe even risk my own goddamn life? Because you don't even know. Bro, people got shot out there in point blank range.
I want to say it was maybe a year.
Yeah, it was last year. Some dude
was eating dinner with his family, got walked up on, boom. just shots right there. And that's awful, dude. Like you're there trying to enjoy spring break with your fam. You're eating.
They're not trying to enjoy spring break with their fam.
No. So this guy in particular was, dude. He was there. Yeah, he was there with his family. He was there. It was his wife and his kid, and he was there just fucking hanging out. Yeah, yeah.
The guy pointed the gun at the kid, and he got in the way.
Oh, I didn't even know
yeah.
About
This is
that.
about a year ago. Yeah, and he just straight up shot in the middle, and people are just like. And, you know, today's day and age, like, I got to run up on the video. I got to get that video first.
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Yeah,
you know how they do,
Gen
man.
Z.
You know how they do.
They're the worst.
The straw banana, you know?
The straw-nana
The straw-nana. There we go,
straw-nanas out
here.
here.
Yeah, that's my boy out here.
Kickflip J.
Kickflip J out here. But, yeah, man. It sucked because, like, even, like, the owners of these businesses realize that it's not even worth it anymore, man. Like, it's not worth it for my business to be open with all this bullshit that's going on because I run the risk of something like that happening, man. And that sucks, dude, because the locals in Miami, we know, stay away from South Beach. Like, we know that's tourist trap. That's for everybody that's never been here, for them to enjoy that for the first time, see what it is, see what they've seen on TV and movies and all that bullshit. But there's legitimate businesses there, dude, man, and they got to run a business, man. And that's getting interrupted with all this fucking fuckery that's running amok, man, because motherfuckers want to twerk on cars.
That's... I think it's so dumb, dog.
It's so stupid.
I think
man.
It's so dumb. It's dangerous. Am I old? Am I old for thinking
We're
that?
fucking stupid ass old ass millennials yelling at back in my day. We didn't do all that. Yeah. No.
But it wasn't like. But we also. I mean, like, come on, man. No, back in my day, we also had fun, dog.
Yes.
And we would drink and we would get belligerent, and I would throw up in the corner, and I would bounce right back, dog.
Bounce right
and that's
in
what
the
it's
club,
about.
like what I'm about to do. Yeah. But not in the middle of the streets, man.
Yeah,
I hate that they run through the streets and they shut down the streets, and it gives the law enforcement in Miami Beach the sort of like, you know, the wherewithal to be like, all right, motherfuckers, like, what are you guys doing? What can we do?
Yeah.
We're trying to stop you.
So part of that commercial, in the commercial, is a Super Herbie commercial.
It's so
Super
stupid,
Herbie commercial.
man.
Well, part of the commercial, they were like, yo, they're going to use excessive force on you. Like, we're going to let you...
we're going to let you know off rip.
Actually, like, no. We're going to put you on a headlock, and we're going to do the whole thing and everything. If you even remotely close to look like you're acting a fool, dog.
Yeah.
And that's... honestly, the vibe that I got today when I was there.
Really?
Yeah. That was the vibe that I got today. I think it worked.
Really? It's like the principal, it comes out. And
like everybody was mad chill.
And everybody was just chilling.
It's actually, I've seen it crazier on regular days, like on a regular time, than it was today.
So maybe it's working, man. Maybe
it is working, and I'm glad that it is, dog. It needed to happen.
Yeah.
I love this city, dog. Although Miami Beach isn't my city, and when a lot of people, here's another thing, is when a lot of people think Miami, they say South Beach, and all these different things. But
that's all they know. That's all they know. What they know that they've seen on.
That's all they know.
Again,
that's all they think.
On movies, TV,
right? Which is fine. And then, like you said, look, I don't see nothing wrong with out of towners, tourists coming down here and go to Miami Beach. Like, why wouldn't you go to Miami Beach? Like,
if you've never been there before, absolutely. Why wouldn't you go
over there? You know what I'm saying? Just don't act a fool, guy. Like, don't act a fool. So I'm very proud of us having Miami Beach at the same time. As much as I don't hang out, I'm very proud of us having Miami Beach. Like, people don't have that.
They don't.
Like, yo, think about in Idaho, in Oklahoma, in all those shitty ass fucking places. They're shitty. Wyoming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's shitty. It
people
sucks.
that spend their life savings to come down here and to see water, dude.
To see water.
That's the thing. They're going to see water.
Think about that. Yeah.
Because they're like, yo, we're
like, nah, I wouldn't step foot there dead, you know?
Bro, I live 10, 15 minutes from the beach. I go maybe twice a year.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where do you stay at, dog?
I live
it's like we're strangers. I don't even know where you stay.
I live in North Miami, baby.
NMB. Shout out NMB.
Shout out NMB, dog. Shout out my Zoes, dog. Shout out all them, man.
I got it on my chest.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Are you an honorary Zoe? Like, do they know you out there?
Yeah,
like,
honorary
Zoe. That's that Chico
That's
out
that
there.
boy. That's that Chico.
That's that Chico. Oh, you're like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're that guy.
born
I've been that man.
I've born and bred in North Miami. I've lived in North Miami. I'm 36. I probably lived in North Miami for probably 25 years of my life.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, dog.
Yeah, man.
Look at that.
Yeah.
We grew closer today.
We grew closer.
And it's only topic number 1,
and
dog.
it's topic number 1, man.
By topic number 5, dog, it's gonna get crazy.
It's
gonna get hot and steamy in here, Jerry.
Ooh, Jerry, you ready for that, Jerry?
You ready, dog, or what, dog?
Kickflip? You ready for that?
Kickflip. Can I
hey.
watch?
Hey.
Hold on, Jerry made a little sign. What's up, Jerry? It's 10 minutes already?
We've been past 10 minutes.
But you don't say
nothing, Jerry.
I've been making
Here's the
signs for the
thing,
past
dog.
15 minutes.
No, you
my
haven't because me and him are locked.
man.
Okay, here's the thing. Me and him are locked into a conversation,
in,
Jerry.
man.
This is the
I
point.
need a hand
As a
wave.
producer, I need you to be assertive.
Something, man. I need you to. Hey,
You don't know
Papa.
how many people told me, "Oh yeah, Jerry was abysmal
Jerry
last
was
week."
a man.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
we gave him a shot, man. And we're back with a second week. But anywho, man,
Can't get rid of me.
we're back, man. So let's go. Let's move on with
Jerry,
topic
dog.
number
Topic
2.
number
man.
2, dog. California schools could ban flaming hot Cheetos under new bill. California is always on some shit, dog.
California is always on that wave of we're trying to be healthier. Or we're trying to, they're on the vegan shit. And
Have you? Yeah. Like, have you seen there's furniture, right? You buy like a piece of furniture, and it says like under California law, we have to let you know that like this particular chemical that's in this furniture causes cancer.
Shut up.
You never seen shit
I
like
did
that?
not
Nobody,
see that.
Jerry,
No,
you never
no.
seen some shit like that, bro?
We have, yeah.
Cali, I'll never
I know.
go to
I know
Cali,
Cali's
dog.
on that shit.
They're on some other shit, dog.
I've been to Cali a couple times. Not for me, man.
Not for you.
Not for me.
For who,
I mean,
dog?
I've only been to like LA, and it's just not for me. Like fire Mexican food, like that shit's
I can only
like
imagine.
unbelievable.
I can only imagine.
Unbelievable Mexican food, man. I got some friends out there. Shout out to Catch, my boy running that restaurant out
Does
there.
he watch the podcast?
Yeah, hell yeah, he runs.
Yeah, because you're shouting him out, like, you know what I mean?
well,
You're
shout
shouting out his restaurant,
Shout out to
you know
because
what I
that
mean?
boy be out there.
He's out there.
He's out there, man.
He's Mexican?
Yeah, no, he's Colombian. He's from
Colombian.
here. He's from here.
He's
my
from
boy.
Miami.
Yeah, he's from Miami, and he moved out there. He moved out there
To what? To open up a
to
restaurant?
LA. Yeah, because he's in like the restaurant business. He went to like Cornell for like hospitality, and he fucking did his shit down here
All that
for a
shit.
little bit.
Yeah,
and
who
then,
gives a shit?
Who cares? Yeah,
Cornell.
Nah,
Yeah,
he's
fuck
over
Cornell.
there.
It's all
Yeah,
about the U out
Yeah,
here.
it's all about
dog.
the U, baby.
But yeah, so Cali's always on some other bullshit, dog. Like, hot Cheetos, first of all, I'm
Hot
not
Cheetos.
defending hot Cheetos. I think
Not
hot
defending
Cheetos
hot
are the
Cheetos.
worst thing in the world.
Really?
And like, in this like world that we live in, dog, like I think back, hot Cheetos reminds me of just like the ratchet broads in high school.
Absolutely.
Right? That would wear,
that is the first thing
like,
that comes
that's
to
the
mind.
first thing
when I
to
think
me.
about hot Cheetos, it's just some.
I think about una tipa. Okay. With the hair, with the
I think
gel.
about a little chongivity, dog.
Yeah, a little chongivity.
A little
with the gel,
chongivity.
with the hair. Like that to the side,
across.
dog. Yeah.
Across.
With those Chinese slippers. You remember the Chinese slippers?
Absolutely.
The
Yo,
baby fat little
baby fat
fuzzy
jeans,
pants. And a tight
and
little
the hoop
uniform
earrings.
shirt. And the hoop earrings.
the
dog.
hoop earrings with your name in them.
That's what I think about.
That's what I think. If you're telling me, yo, I'm banging up some hot Cheetos.
Oh, you're that girl.
Oh, you're that girl.
Like,
banging-
shout out all my hot Cheetos girls,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Like, I see broads now like that from back in the day that were hot Cheetos girls, and now I see them with like 3 kids and a family and all these different and and like they're super like about Jesus.
Yeah.
And family
Why is it
and
that?
faith.
Why? You're not the only one because
Nima.
I've noticed the same shit. Like, who are you?
You were eating hot Cheetos
Eating
as a
hot-
sophomore in high school.
doing the pad on that.
Doing the pat, haciendo de la roca. Okay, now you're all about faith and family. Hazme
Come
el
on,
favor,
like-
dog.
like,
Hazme el
Do
favor.
me the favor,
But
bro.
also, dog, you have every right to eat hot Cheetos, dog. Why
have
is
every
Cali
right.
banning it? Like, do you know the details?
It's because the dye and the fucking Cheetos. I already told
I'm
you, man.
sick of it, dog.
I know.
I'm
They're
sick
about
of that bullshit.
Their
dog.
health.
Anything
health
okay,
first,
dog.
and
anything that we do, unless you're growing your own food, it has preservatives and it has chemicals and it has bullshit. It's
got all that.
Bro, Cali, if you're not growing your own food, dog,
yeah.
you're not doing anything. Ban whatever the fuck you want.
whatever
If
you
you
want.
go to Fresh Market, go to whatever little fairy vegan joints you want to go to, all
Do
this
your
stuff.
thing.
It all has nonsense on it, dog.
All that bullshit.
Unless you have your own farm and you're killing your own chickens and you're killing your own cows and you're doing all these things, you have cancer. Period. Stop banning shit. Stop bro, who the fuck wants to live in Cali, dog? Aren't the taxes even horrible in Cali?
Come on,
There's gonna be a big earthquake there.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Nobody wants to live in Cali.
Nobody
dog.
wants Cali.
Let's be serious. Nobody wants to live in Cali.
Now,
dog.
if you're especially fucking banning Cheetos, hot Cheetos, like, come on, man.
Dog, like now you're banning hot Cheetos.
Like,
what else? Where do you draw the line?
It's more specifically with their school system, I believe. It's not like the whole state.
They don't want chongas in Cali.
It's not like their whole state is like, hey guys, you got to chill with this. But it's like in the school system, whatever, man. You know, fucking California is on that healthy shit.
The West Coast is always on.
It's always
bullshit,
on the bullshit. But I will forever think of chongivities.
Oh no, that's for sure. That's for sure. That's why here in Miami. Here's one thing, man. Like,
what do you think if that went down here?
No, it wouldn't fly. It literally wouldn't fly. Like, we don't play that shit down here, dog.
We don't.
As much as whatever you want to affiliate yourself to, whatever you want to agree on or disagree on, dog. Like, we can all say that we don't play that shit. Yeah. Like, we're okay, dog. So what? The dye causes cancer, papa. Okay, bro. Like, what are the chances, bro? Like. Who cares? Like, you're gonna get cancer, you're gonna not get cancer, whether you eat or don't eat, whatever, dog. If you eat an egg, if it's organic, if it's not organic, all this stuff, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, dog. Like Miami, Florida. I'll give credit to Florida on this one. I'll give credit to Florida and all the hicks up north.
Yeah.
We don't play that shit, dog. As a unit, dog.
All
the way up to Tally.
Well,
all my people in Yeehaw Junction.
Junction.
Dog, shout out all my people at Yeehaw, dog.
Junction.
That's one thing we can all agree on, dog. Like we don't play it, dog. Like you're not gonna ban that. We're gonna embrace it. Is what we're gonna do, dog. We're gonna embrace cancer, essentially.
All right, so let me ask you. So hot Cheetos is the topic, but what's your go-to chip? Like, what's your go-to? Like, I got the munchies. Like, I gotta bang me up some chips.
I mean, I just
I know. I know we just did this, right? This little song and dance right now.
This little lollygag, dog.
But what
I like the Cape Cod chips, dog.
And
I like Cape Cod.
I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm not going to disagree with that because
you didn't expect it.
No, I did. I did not expect that. I did not expect that.
But you know what I do? I throw in a little bit of milk and then I throw it in the microwave. Not
I was like, what? Is this a throwback to last week? I was like, what is this man talking about? This man said hot milk with chips?
With chips. No, barbecue. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Yeah, Cape Cod. All day Cape Cod. And I've been to Cape Cod, dog. Shout out Cape Cod.
Shout out Cape Cod.
So I saw where the chips get made.
Did you?
No, I didn't see where the chips got made. But I was there. I was in Cape Cod.
Okay, all right.
So I get it now. You know what I mean?
It's got that double bake. It's crunchy.
It's crunchy. It has a little flavor.
Yeah.
You know, it tastes like cancer, and that's my favorite kind of taste.
And that's fine, and that's what I want in my chip.
That's what I want in my chip. Extra cancer, please.
Give me all that.
I'm from South Florida, extra cancer. No problem. Don't worry about it.
You're not going to deter me from eating that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Cape Cod all day, dog. What's yours?
You know what, man? I'm going to go, and some people are divided with this. Some people are like, hell yeah. Some people are like, no. Salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar what, though? Lay's?
Lay's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. You know, bro, salt and vinegar is one of those that, like, when I'm really hungry, and that's all that there is.
Really?
And there's like a chonga next to me, and she ran out of hot Cheetos. That's like their backup.
Their backup.
Yeah, that's the backup. That's
we
what
couldn't
that
get
is.
the hot Cheetos.
That's exactly what that is, dog. You know how many girls Kickflip J has banged out? They eat hot Cheetos and salt and vinegar chips.
I can only imagine.
He literally walks around smelling like salt and vinegar, dog, because of the girls that he
like,
deals
yo, Papa,
with,
why do you smell like salt and vinegar? Hey,
because I've been getting it in.
I was with a shorty last night.
I was with a little thing.
You know what I mean? A little thing. We had a little straw banana.
That's what that is, dog. Like, I couldn't, dog. No. It's not that I couldn't. It just sucks, right? But I'll eat it. I will eat it.
Okay.
But it sucks. Why salt and vinegar, dog? It sucks. It has like a...
What do you mean?
It's just way too much for a chip, dog. Chip is a very casual thing, right? A chip is, you go to the gas station, y you like, se te antojó. You don't know Spanish. You got a little, like, you wanted to taste a little bit of something. And you saw a little bag of chips, dog, and you're like, you know what? Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night.
Yeah, today's the day.
Today's the day.
I'm running errands. I'm going to grab these little chips right here. And that's it. when you eat salt and vinegar, you're doing too much now.
How do you figure?
Because the taste is way too much. Jerry, what do you think, though? Salt and vinegar. But also, okay, Jerry's also a chicken nuggets and fries at Komodo kind of thing.
At Komodo. Which Komodo is.
Which Komodo is for the all my people in Yeehaw.
For the people that don't know.
All our listeners up in Yeehaw, da, is a very fancy place.
Very fancy.
A very fancy. That's where the stars go.
I'll take a little Lay's baked barbecue.
Yeah,
I'm fine with a little barbecue.
Because Lay's baked barbecue is basically the knockoff of Cape Cod. Like Cape Cod is the king chip.
Cape Cod is more crunch.
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 You gotta say the crunch.
You gotta say the crunch.
Yeah,
I would say, yeah. The Lay's is more like a little more like baked. Yeah. I don't know how to describe it.
It's
Yeah.
No, Cape Cod is the best. It's the best chip.
Nothing
you guys have said today has deterred me from being like,
No.
you know what, you guys.
I used to have a friend that would do Cape Cod with ketchup, dog. How do you feel about that?
God.
That sounds like some shit Gus
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, man?
Oh, you tapped that for sure.
No.
That was your homegirl, and she's disgusting. And then you sat there and you ate Cape Cod.
And I was like, oh, baby, this is delicious.
Yeah, girl. That's disgusting.
Cape Cod with ketchup, my boy. I know.
I don't want that.
I don't want that. I want no part of that.
I want no part of it.
I
dog.
want no
That's
part
awful.
of that.
No. But no, back to the actual topic, man. Like, I hate to say this, and I say this every podcast.
Every podcast. Talk to me.
I say two things. I say, fuck Gen Z.
That's number one.
Right? And number two is, this is why Miami is the greatest city in the world. Is because we don't deal with that kind of fuckery,
deal with that bullshit.
Dog. Yeah. I don't like fuckery. I like simple, dog.
I'm a simple guy, man.
I'm a simple man. If I want to have some hot Cheetos, I'm gonna have hot Cheetos. If I want to dip my Cape Cod in ketchup, I'm gonna dip it, dog.
Because I can.
But in Cali, because the combination of Cape Cod and ketchup causes autism in kids. And that's maybe the case, and that's maybe why most of my friends are autistic.
That's why.
But
why?
But
you know
nevertheless,
what?
that's a choice that we made, dog.
Yeah.
Like, let us be, bro. Like, bro, let us make our own decisions, dog. You want to have a little smoky little thing, a little stranana?
Stranana.
That's so bad for you.
So bad.
And the majority of this generation, even our generation, is probably going to have COPD in about 10 years. We're not going to be able to breathe. But that's our fucking choice,
our decision.
dog.
That's
our
what we want.
You're not going to put anything in my body, dog. You're not going to put anything in my body,
If
which
I
reminds
want
me of this.
red dye number 9 on my fucking
dog,
Cheetos.
And 7 and all 1 through 9. I want all those red dyes.
I want all that shit.
1 through 9. Give them all to me.
If it's gonna them Takis, I want all that shit, dog.
That's what I'm gonna ingest, and if I don't want to ingest it, then I'm not gonna. Which reminds me of topic number 3.
Ooh, let's go.
It's been 4 years since COVID-19.
That's crazy, man.
Think about that, dog. Let's take it to a dark place.
Let's go back.
Let's take it to a dark place,
go back
man.
to 2020, man.
So this is what
So
go ahead.
Where were you? All right, I'm gonna
yeah,
ask you.
yeah.
Where were you when you first realized that like shit was going down?
Dude, okay. It's a 2-parter.
Okay.
Right? So, man, I was just kicking it into high gear with my DJ career. Bro, I remember I actually sat with stupid ass Gus one day, right? About a week before. Literally or maybe 2 weeks before. And I was telling him, I'm like, bro, for the first time in my life, I'm booked every single day this month. The month of March 2020.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
The month of March 2020.
Oh my god.
So
dude,
he's like,
awful.
So he's like, yeah, no, unless like something happens. I'm like, no, dude, no, these are confirmed gigs.
We're good.
Why would you say that? And he's like, no, because you just never know. And I'm like, no, why would you talk negative? Like, bro, they were legit confirmed, like already. Like, no, it's not, and it's not tentative.
Boom.
It's
like
you're
one
here,
after the other.
You're done. It's
We
all
need you
confirmed,
here.
all in. Gus is like, yeah, no, I mean, you never know. And I'm like, nah, I mean, I know.
Yeah.
Typical Gus.
That's typical Gus.
Typical
Fuck
Gus.
Gus.
Yeah.
And so we had that convo. Cool. A couple days later, I think maybe even that night, I DJ'd some spot in Wynwood, and whatever. At the end of the night, the owner's there. We're talking shit at the end of the night, you know, whatever. And he's like, man, you've been peeping this like COVID stuff and this coronavirus. I think at the time we didn't even call it COVID. It was like just coronavirus, and all these things. And I'm like, yeah, man, I heard about that. But, you know, I don't get caught up on that bullshit. I don't do the CNN bullshit, the Fox, none of that shit. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I heard something about it, you know, whatever, SARS, it's over there in China. Who cares? Right? And he's like, no, but like now we're getting cases over here. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Again, fear mongers, you know, all this shit. You know, whatever. He's like, I've heard that they're going to close places down for a couple weeks. And I was like, come on, you and I both know that's not going to happen. We're going to be here next weekend. No problem, right? Okay. So now fast forward to Tuesday, and I remember it was a Tuesday, and it was St. Patrick's Day, right? And my girl works at a nightclub, and she was managing this nightclub, and she had a meeting, and she goes to me, she's like, hey, like I went to drop her off. She was like, stick around because they're telling me that we might close tonight. It was actual St. Patrick's Day. Oh, shit. Right? Which is a massive day.
Yeah, it's a massive day.
For nightclubs and all that, right? And bars and all that. They're like, no, they're telling me that we might close today, and we're going to have that conversation amongst ourselves in the meeting tonight, or today, or this afternoon. So she's like, stay around, because I'm like, come on, man. Like, this can't be. Yeah. This can't be. So I think this was after the Rudy Gobert thing in the NBA and all that shit, which was kind of weird.
So that's what I associate COVID with, man. Yeah. So that's it. Really, honestly, that's what I associate COVID with. That's funny you say that, because it really is, man.
So I stick around. It wasn't even 5 minutes that I dropped her off. She calls me and she's like, "Come back. We're closed. We're not opening today." Oh, and I was like, "What?"
That's weird. Yeah.
So I go back. So now it's like the owner, the management, like all these people. And then my boy Gabe, shout out Sick Trick, the DJ, who makes some bangers. Follow him at Sick Trick. He was booking that joint at the place at that time. So I'm hanging out with him, you know, and then the owner brings out like a bottle. And he's like, fuck it. If we're going to close, like, we're drinking tonight.
We're going out.
Bro, I was on an empty stomach, Doug.
Let's go.
And I got brave.
Let's go.
And I started smacking shots like it was nothing to do, dog. Yeah. So I started smacking. Point is, dog, long story short, I get absolutely plastered that day, not realizing that my whole entire life was about to change forever. Was about to change forever. My life from that moment on, not to be dramatic, but I'm going to be super dramatic, was never the same, dog. I didn't know. My life is divided into two parts, dog. Yeah. I'm being super dramatic about it. Let's get dramatic.
Let's get dramatic. This is what we're doing.
It's been divided into two parts. It was from that moment on, things changed. Gus absolutely jinxed it. And he's the reason why this country shut down.
We had COVID.
Dog. Like, oh, you never know, Gus? What the fuck? What do you know?
What do you know, motherfucker?
Dog, like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, he was so adamant about, like, you never know, bro. Yeah. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You never know? A pandemic, bro? Yeah. When's the last time fucking the world had a pandemic, dog? Yeah. The Black Plague back in the
fucking, like 100 years.
Literally, probably longer than that, bro. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Dog, my life, everything shut down. Especially, bro, I was on top of that. It had been maybe 4 or 5 months that I had just quit my day job to DJ full time. So now I'm completely fucked. I don't even have health insurance at this point. Oh my God, dude. Yeah. No. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it was like, what am I going to do, dog? What am I going to do? And it was just a crazy time, bro. It was a crazy time. But what I will say, and we can, you know, I want you to talk about where you were and what you associated with. But what I will say is that there are things that maybe we all as a people needed a little reset, dog. But I'll leave that, and then we'll talk about it. Go ahead.
No, that's beautiful, and that's perfect, because I actually do believe that we all needed that reset. Yeah. Absolutely. I remember, I associate COVID with Rudy Gobert, with him being a dickhead, coughing on the microphones and like touching everything.
And then a couple days later,
like, yo, we're shutting shit down
because of your boy.
So like, that's what I associate with. Dog. But like, real shit, man. COVID was crazy, man. For a lot of people, like, it was definitely hard. It's weird because, and I say this in jest because people associate, of course, COVID with people dying, and it was like awful, and it was like a really bad time, man. And it was crazy because I have a friend that works for like the Department of Health. So she basically like got on a Zoom with like all our friends, and it was like basically foretold what was gonna happen. And she was like, listen, this shit is serious. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen. Shit's gonna shut down. Like, you need to start planning for like groceries and like doing all that. Like, so like she had the like she had like the inside information, and all of us were like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, right. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. There's no way in hell.
There's no way.
And little did we know, man. And that shit just took off, man. And so like, COVID is strange for a lot of people. For me, it's weird because I associate it, and I kind of feel like guilty saying this in a way, man. But like, I associate it with being one of the best times of my life, man. And that's
actually kind of fucked.
That's fucked, man. That's crazy to say, man.
People dying.
People dying left and right.
Alone.
Yes. So listen to me. So like 2019 was like my COVID year, man. Like, my grandfather died. I had to deal with that. And I was just like depressed a good majority of that year. A lot of shit going on in my personal life. Like, whatever was happening in like COVID for other people happened to me like the year prior.
Year before. I've been doing this.
To this day. I was born in the darkness. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Damn. So 2019,
I was molded by this.
Your grandfather died. 2020, everybody else's grandfather.
Everybody else's grandfather. Facts. So like I'm
so
good.
You were like, man, I'm out here.
This shit ain't nothing to me. This shit ain't nothing to a player, dog. I was working out every day.
You got mad healthy, dog.
You were like, skinniest I've ever been in my whole life, dog. Facts, man. Like,
you were eating
like
good.
I was like, what, man? I was like,
rico,
I was getting it, man.
But like, what exactly changed for you, right? Like, how were you be able to do this, to get healthy, for example?
I you know, like, so like I took her word for like how serious everything was gonna be. Like, I understood that, like, you know, if you're gonna be out with other people, like, it needs to be a small bubble. Yeah. So like I did that. I had my little crew, and like we had nothing else to do. There was no work, there was nothing else going on. I'm like, what am I gonna do with my life, dude? Like, I gotta do something.
So I just ran. So I was like Forrest Gump, and I just started running.
I'm there working out every day, man. Like, I was doing that shit, and I was thriving.
You were at your peak male fitness.
Peak male fitness, and I honestly feel guilty about it because like, people talk about COVID and like, yo, it's like, that shit sucked.
People dealt with a lot, man. You know,
and I understand it. Yeah. People died. I had family members. I had family members that died from COVID, man. Yeah. Like, legit, man. Like, I had my grandmother's husband died from COVID. Yeah. And like, that was serious, man. Like, it was like, oh shit, like that shit hit home.
It's close to home. Because like, he's not really my grandfather. I
kind
of never liked him anyways. But
like, I grew up with him. I knew the man, and he fucking died from this fucking virus, man. That was fucking going on. That you were hearing on the news every day, man. And like, again, like, I felt guilty because me personally. Not for everybody else. I understand everybody's like thing is different, but like, me personally, like, I was like thriving, man. I was the healthiest I ever was, man. And like, for a person, or like, you know, when we're supposed to be close and like not reaching out to other people, I may have been, you know,
reaching out to other people,
doing my thing, man. You know, and I was newly
dog.
Single, and you know, I was
rico, dog.
I was getting it, man.
You know, it's so funny that you say that because I feel like a lot of people feel that way, where they feel guilty to say that like it was kind of not that bad because there was people that suffered, right?
Yeah,
there was
absolutely.
people, and we joke around a lot. We see a lot of shit, and I understand 100% that people suffered, people lost, you know, loved ones, parents, grandparents, you know, whatever it may be. But it was good for also a lot of people too, like. You know, you're not the first person that has told me that. Like, I got healthy, bro. Before COVID, bro, I was shooting heroin. No, I'm kidding. And then I stopped. You know, I was shooting heroin. I was
cold turkey. Wow.
Yeah, and I just stopped. COVID came, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do heroin
maybe
no
I shouldn't do this anymore.
No, I'm kidding. But you know, I also same thing. I actually stopped eating meat. Pause for that whole first year.
Same, dude.
That whole first year,
dude. I eat
meat now again. Pause.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah. I'm back. I'm back on the meat eating.
Yeah, dude. I was vegetarian for like 3 years, dude.
Well, not 3 years, but yeah. And I lost a ton of weight, and I was looking good, and I was working out, and I was doing all these things.
Yeah, man.
And it all worked out, thankfully. Especially like for us, like. I guess from my perspective, the nightlife is the first one that got that hit. So it was like mad scary.
That affects you, man. Yeah.
But then, you know, PPP loans came out and and then we started throwing like little underground parties. That was so much fun. There was a lot of again, and you know, back to what you were saying is I'm not gonna sit here and say that COVID was a good thing because it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
But there was good that came from it, dog.
Yes.
The world is in a different place, and you can look at it as there are some things that maybe sucked, right? Like, again, we lost people, and a lot of different things happened, but there's things in place where it's safer for us. It's more effective for us. We're at work. A lot of people are working from home. We realize we don't need to go to the office anymore. We realize, like...
I think that's the number one thing that came out of COVID, that people fucking realized at these large companies, whatever the fact, you do not need to be in the office in order for me to produce whatever it is that you needed for me to produce work-wise for the company or whatever I'm working for, whatever.
Exactly, bro. Yeah. There is a lot of good that came from it. Not to downplay the bad, which was very bad.
It was awful. It was very bad.
It was very bad. But there was still a lot of great things that came from it. I mean, guilty or not, or whatever the way it might sound like, there is a lot of good things. Like a lot of people, at least in my circle, like thrived off of that shit, bro. Like Jerry is as useless as a human being as there is.
Can get.
And guess what? He didn't miss a day of work during COVID.
Yeah, man. So talk to me. Talk to me, Jerry.
I did not get a day off.
All right, so Jerry, what is it that you do for the unannounced?
We know.
That people
everybody knows.
Everybody knows because they make fun of me all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Pero,
he's a bicycle mechanic, Jerry. I'm not even going to give you the floor.
Jerry, please make sure that your mic is on first
Literally,
of all.
He's useless.
Okay, all right.
Literally, he's useless. Literally, he's useless. I don't even want to hear him.
Okay.
Literally, you're useless. He's a bicycle mechanic, dog.
Okay.
He's a bicycle mechanic.
Right,
I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my
Dimelo
time.
Jerry,
he's a bicycle mechanic. No, you know what I mean?
Bicycle mechanic.
And he thrived.
He thrived because
the most useless person I know.
Because that like industry thrived during COVID, man. Like everybody was like, listen, I'm trying to get healthy. I need to work on myself. I need to do this and that. So let me go on a little bike ride.
Start thinking about
man.
It made you. I think I'll leave it off like this, man. In my philosopher hat right here, ready? Like it made you think like this shit. Like life is kind of fragile, dog.
Well, life is fragile.
Things can change in the blink of an eye, and we have no control over it.
None.
We have no control over it.
None whatsoever.
Whatsoever, dog. You know who does have control?
Talk to me.
Madonna.
Does she?
Yeah, she doesn't. She didn't.
All right, she didn't have control.
In this particular case, she didn't. Topic number 4, dog.
Ooh.
And here's normally, so this topic might be a little bit like difficult to talk about, I guess, in a sense, because normally like our topics are like, Jerry, you got the 10-minute timer?
We're on.
Normally, the topics that we discuss are like actually like news, like Diddy or like
whatever,
whatever
like
the
this
case.
happened.
Yeah, this happened, and we can discuss it. All these different. This is just a moment that happened,
Just
so
a
it might be a
moment
little bit
of time
difficult to discuss. But Madonna, I thought this was so funny to me because it reminded me of a thing that we had to do it as a topic.
Okay,
and it's basically, again, we don't have B-roll because Ben is Gen Z and he's useless,
and that's fine.
Gus is just old and useless. We're not going to have B-roll, but if you could look it up, this is what happened. Madonna was at a concert, and she was like hyping people up. You know, you get on the mic. Even me as a DJ, I'm like, oh, yeah, put your hands up, everybody.
Put your hands up, let's go.
Okay, dale. Same thing. Madonna was like, hands up, everybody, get up from your seat. Get up from your seat.
We're all standing up right now.
Ba, ba, ba. Apparently, she caught wind, or she caught her eye that this one person wasn't standing up. So she wasn't being rude about it, right? She was just like hyping, because some people might be like, oh, I don't want to get up. I'm scared,
just chilling. I'm hanging out.
Whatever the case is. So she was like encouraging this person. She wasn't being rude about it. At least that's not what I got from the video. She wasn't being rude about it, but she was encouraging this person to get up. Like, why aren't you up when everybody else is up?
Like we're all Madonna. Standing up. We're all
in control.
Yeah.
Like, why are you not getting up? Get up. Don't
Everybody
worry about it. Dale, let's get into it. Get into the mix. So now the music is off. She's talking about it. Immediately he realizes that this person that she's talking about is in a wheelchair.
Oh my God.
Dog. That's una tremenda pena,
like a
dog.
Fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm episode.
Madonna, you're 70 years old. A estas alturas de la vida, dog.
Yeah.
A estas alturas.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? If you're going to be metiendo la pata like that, like, just call it quits. But you know what? That can happen to anybody, bro.
It can.
Have you seen the video? I don't know if you saw the video. Maybe because it's in my algorithm because I'm a DJ, but like there was a wedding where, oh man. There was a wedding where whoever, I don't know who the family member was, but was dancing, but she was in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Right? And the DJ played this Ed Sheeran.
I did see this shit. I did see this shit, dude. That's awful, man. It's awful.
KJ hasn't seen it. Gen Z.
It's awful.
It's not in the Gen Z algorithm. Because you know the Gen Z algorithm, it's all about fucking painting your hair blue and fucking putting yourself on fire, a bunch of stupid shit.
Whatever.
So for the Gen Zers, they play the Ed Sheeran song that starts when your legs don't work like they used to before.
That is so
That's
cringe.
So de pinga as a DJ.
So cringe, as Gen Z says.
But here, that's so cringe.
Cringe.
Yeah. Cringe AF.
Cringe AF.
But here's the thing. It takes me back to a moment that I had as a DJ.
No.
That was mad embarrassing. Check this out. I don't think I've ever told you guys about this.
Let's hear it.
Because it's so embarrassing.
Story time.
And you know, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'll tell you guys embarrassing stories. I have a small dick. Who cares, right? I'll tell you guys. It doesn't matter. This was so embarrassing. Like, think about all the things that I tell you guys that's so embarrassing, but this, I can't. Like, I don't want to share this, but like, whatever.
But whatever.
Now that we're talking about it, bro.
Now that we're here.
So I DJ'd this wedding for a friend of a friend who now they're super good friends of mine. Like, I knew them before, but it was like a casual, like, because I DJ'd for another party and other stuff. So they wanted to hire me for their wedding in Mexico City. Mind you, they paid me very well. They paid for my flight, my hotel. They brought out my girl.
That's Riki,
you know.
Dog.
They brought me out to their parties, their dinners that they had, everything paid for. Oh yeah, whatever you want,
nice.
Get it right. Like they were the nicest people. They're currently. I was just with them. I took Kickflip J to a party that they did for one of their friends.
Okay.
For another friend whose wedding I did. Great people, right? I met the parents, everything.
All around
right?
good people.
But they like to party. Okay. So when I went to DJ this wedding, like it was a job. They paid me for it, but they were treating me like I was just their boy that DJs. Like you're just my boy that DJs. Like, so they got me a big bottle of tequila. We're in Mexico City. Tequila bottle, right? So now I'm drinking. I ate like if I was an invitado. Like I was sitting at a table.
Like
I had a number. I had a thing. I had sat down.
You had your name on a card.
I had a whole thing. I put a mix on. They were like, oh, eat. So I was already drinking. Then they were like, oh, before you go start DJ, here's a bottle, right? Oof. So now people, you know how it goes. People give you a shot, blah, 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 whatever. The party itself started at 8 p.m. It didn't end till 4 a.m. I DJ'd for 8 hours, Galo. And all those 8 hours, I was drinking and drinking, and it was just debauchery, dog. You know who I saw? La Flaca.
No.
Yes, dude. Yes. My girl got so jealous because I was like, oh my God, La Flaca. I'm going to take a picture for my mom, whatever. Like, so I took a picture, right? I have it. If we had B-roll, you would see it. But
that's hilarious.
So I took a picture, and I was like, babe, that's just La Flaca. My girl, my girl doesn't know, like she's from Boston.
Yeah. For the uninitiated, who is La Flaca?
It's like, how can we explain La Flaca for the yeehaw people?
For the yeehaw junction people.
It's like she had a show with another dude and they would talk about like gossip.
Yeah.
It was like a very popular Latin gossip show. It was super popular. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to send this picture to my mom. So whatever. That's the kind of party it was. It was just craziness. So you can imagine by like around like 1 or 2 a.m. I'm thinking the party's gonna end like at midnight. So we keep going 1 or 2 a.m. That bottle that I had is gone.
Gone.
Everybody's gone. You know?
Everybody.
And so now I'm playing, but now here's the thing. I've been playing for 6 hours, bro. Like I'm running out of steam here. Like I'm running out of music, bro. How much more?
How much more do you want me to do,
so
man?
I get into like a rock set, right? You know the rock set.
The rock set.
Jerry the higher the. That's like
when
Mr. Brightside.
That's when you're reaching into the bag.
Yeah, but like it's like, oh, but I've been DJing for 6 hours, but guess what?
Guess what?
I got more.
I'm gonna throw this at you.
So now,
That makes you want to sing along.
yeah, it's like a sing along. Everybody's drunk
man.
at this point.
If you're throwing out Mr. Brightside, yeah, man, yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Se me eriza la piel, dog. So I'm doing that, and I'm playing Fall Out Boy and all this stuff, dog. And then I did not think about it. I played Panic at the Disco.
Oh,
I write sins, not tragedies.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Anybody that knows that song knows that that's not.
I chimed in when the people haven't heard of closing a goddamn door. Come on, that's a white people anthem, my boy.
But here's the part where the poor groom's bride is a whore.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
And you know what's so funny, man? Like,
but they caught on to that.
No, so you see how? Well, I don't know.
Okay.
You see, well, they're still my friends. So.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They still put in a good word.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
okay,
saying? So maybe they didn't, or like I don't know, maybe they did, but like they understood that it was like an innocent thing. I did not think about that whatsoever, bro.
Yeah, why would you be thinking about that?
I did not think about that at all. Like it was just like, nah, I'm just in my zone. I'm doing a little like rock. Little like I was playing like Last Resort. I was playing what was that Fall Out Boy song? We're going down. So I was doing that whole little set that I do, dude. I've done it at the club, all this stuff. So I was like, yeah, man, let's get it. At the time, I was like, yeah, I'm killing it, dog. Cool.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody had a good time. The next day, I'm like,
you got feedback?
No, I didn't get feedback.
Okay,
no,
okay.
I gave my own self feedback. And I was like, bro, I played that song. Holy shit. That's really bad. And maybe they didn't realize because they were just as drunk and they were in that same zone, dog. But like also imagine if they did realize, dog. Like that, que clase de pena. Like to this day, because here's the thing, like as a person, as a DJ, right? So I played it, I was drunk, and the next day I woke up and I realized I was like, oh fuck. It's the same thing for them. They were drunk. They were probably singing it. The fucking husband was probably like,
yeah,
who's bride is a whore, pointing at her and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and might have not realized. And the next day was like, damn, dog, this dude just played fucking I Write Sins Not Tragedies at my own goddamn wedding, though. This guy's trying to say something without trying to say something. Though. No, but like I was like, bro, que clase pena. To this day, I talk about that with my boy that was there, my other boy, and I'm like, dog, my boy Artie. Shout out my boy Artie. And I was like, dog. He's like, I know. He realized it at the time. Yeah. But he was all right. You know, so he was more sober. So he realized it. And he was like, I know you played it, dog. I realized it the moment you played it.
Oh my god.
But we just rocked with it. Like,
yeah,
you know?
like I'm not thinking about anything else, man. Like if I'm at my own wedding, I'm drinking, I'm wilding, I'm having a good time. Yeah, like I'm listening to the music, of course, obviously, 'cause if I'm vibing, I'm having a good time. But like, I'm not like, oh wait a second,
wait a minute, we just said groom's bride, my bride's a whore.
Let me correlate these things together and fucking no, man.
But yeah, I mean, maybe it's my own head, but I was like, man, that's kind of like you never know, bro. Like I DJ'd a wedding the other day. That if I maybe would have played that, it probably would have been a problem.
Really?
Like they were they were great people, but it was more, you know, it wasn't that kind of party.
A little more business.
Yeah, a little more business.
You know,
so maybe if I would have done that, it wouldn't have worked out for me. But yeah, so I think about things like that, you know, as a performer myself, like Madonna.
Yeah.
No, but that's mad embarrassing. Like that's really embarrassing. Now there's video of it. It went viral. Now we're talking about it. Two fat guys on a VVS podcast.
That's super embarrassing, man. I mean, I can't imagine calling out a guy in a wheelchair for not standing up.
When your legs don't work.
But yeah, dude. I mean, we've all had embarrassing moments in our life. I mean, it's part of life, man.
Part of life.
Like it is.
But like when you're, when you're like doing something, like when it's a spotlight
on you, yeah,
it's kind of
it's a little different.
It's a little bit different. Topic number 5.
I
don't know anything about this topic, Galo, so this is all on you right here, player.
What's topic number 5, baby?
There's something about a TikTok ban.
Oh my god, it's the fucking.
I don't understand
TikTok
it, man. Okay, so this is my perspective as someone who doesn't know shit. TikTok is cool. I like TikTok. It's very entertaining. There's a lot of funny shit. I post on TikTok, like there's DJ videos, there's mashups. There's so much funny shit. You could now buy, there's a TikTok shop. I just bought a desk. One of those like rising desks that you press a little button and it goes up and down.
Yeah.
Bro, I just bought a desk that it costs like $250 everywhere else. I got it for like $60 at a TikTok shop. Literally, imagine you're on Instagram and there's a shop. You don't have to go to another link. You literally buy it directly off of Instagram, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, off of TikTok. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's like I don't see anything. I don't see what the big deal is. I know it's like a Chinese company that owns it or whatever.
It's a Chinese company that owns it, and of course, the U.S. government is like, hey, we don't want the Chinese government able to, spy on us. Meanwhile, we're okay with Facebook and Twitter and all that, but so more or less they have the next, I believe it's the next like 5 months to put it in and pass the bill of like, hey, it'll be not allowed here in the U.S. It'll be allowed everywhere else, but here specifically in the U.S. we're not going to allow it because the China relations. So they're giving them 5 months to sell the company to an American company. I believe that's what it is.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. So,
that's kind of weird.
Yeah. So they can be
Trump wouldn't do that, right, Jerry?
That'd be the first thing.
Okay, so again, I'm like a 5-year-old when it comes to this stuff. Yeah. I don't know. So basically what they're saying is, because you can't compare Instagram or Twitter because they're owned already by technically American companies.
Yes.
So they're saying TikTok needs to be owned by an American company because if it's owned by a Chinese company, they could be spying on us. Is that what it is?
Essentially.
Is that the reason why?
Yes.
Do they even have any kind of like evidence?
They have some sort of evidence, which is why they're spazzing out on it, and why they want this shit to fucking pass and in the Senate. And like, it's weird.
It's so dumb.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Like I don't get it. Like it's not like again, like we don't have like Google already, Alexa, fucking spying, Ring spying in on us, and all this other shit.
I sat there and got stoned the other day, like I do every night. And I started looking around and I was like, bro, my phone has a front-facing camera.
What, dude? They know everything, man.
Like there's laptops, there's TVs that have cameras
Face ID. Your fucking when they used to have like the Touch ID, all that bullshit, all of that man.
Stuff. Like, anything that we do, it's already there. Like
it's already there, man.
Why are we picking on TikTok? Like there's something more to it, dog. We're going to war. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
All right,
yeah. All right, Neil deGrasse.
I was watching a Neil deGrasse video the other day. No, but like, I there's certain like that's why I don't watch news or things because it's confusing because I'm dumb, but also like maybe partially like I'm scared, dog. Like
a little bit.
There's got to be more to this type of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, man. Speaking of TikTok, like I go on TikTok and again I'll get stoned and I'll fucking start fucking scrolling through TikTok and I start seeing like the Project Bluebeam.
Yeah.
Have you seen that Project Bluebeam shit?
Yeah.
Like that shit's kind of fucking scary, dog.
Nuts.
And like that shit's very real, dog. I'm sorry.
Super real.
I don't know that there's a Project Bluebeam, but if there was evil forces out there, they have the ability to do what they say that because people could say like, oh, there could be a UFO, they could come here and take over, or like just a lot of blasphemous shit, like whatever. But that is a real thing. Like that's why that shit spooked me. Because I'm like, yeah, no, they actually could, in theory, pull off some shit like that. Like Project Bluebeam is basically, from what I've been watching, so maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But it's like basically like they're gonna do like a pretend takeover of the world by doing these, like, you've seen the holographic like things in the sky.
Yeah.
By that, right? And making it seem like there's like a portal
There's
opening.
something going on, yeah.
There's something going on. And I've seen all these like scary ass videos. And like, that's a real thing.
That's
like,
a real thing.
They do that overseas. I think Karol G did something. I could be wrong, but my girl told me that Karol G did something similar in the sky, where like something like showed
like
up in the sky and did all this. And like, in theory, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, this Project Bluebeam, that shit's kind of scary, bro. So it's like, I don't like to read about this shit. Like, why are we banning TikTok? Yeah. There's no reason for it. Like, there's a lot of successful people on TikTok. There's a lot of cool things. There's a lot of informative things. Like, my girl in particular, she doesn't even Google things anymore. She goes and TikToks.
I call it TikTok University.
Yeah. Like, where there was Google, there was YouTube University. Now it's like TikTok. Because here's another thing. It's like, and the reason, like, well, not the reason, whatever. But like, people nowadays, they don't have the attention span. So in TikTok, instead of watching a whole YouTube video on how to screw a little thing in the wall or something, you go watch a 7-second video that shows you 4 fucking banger clips on how to do this, and then that's it.
And that's it.
Like, it's gotten to the point that I've seen, bro, my girl, she's not gonna get this far, hopefully. You know? But my girl, she speeds up the video because she's like, just wants the info.
I want the
it's a 15-second video. She's speeding it up. I'm like, bro, it's a 15-second video. Like, you're speeding it up. What are you doing, dog? Like, but that's everybody. Like, that's everybody nowadays because the attention span is.
That's
but like,
what it
you know
is,
what?
man.
Like, TikTok. Okay, but like with anything else, there's good and there's evil, right? But if you can use more good, then fuck it. Let there be a little evil, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
You just looked at me like, yo, you know what?
You know what? You're right.
Let there be a little evil.
Let there be a little evil, man. There's nothing wrong with a little evil.
Don't sign the bill, Biden. Don't sign the bill, dog.
So,
you know what I mean?
So Biden had his next like 5 months.
And he said it. He's like, I'm signing the damn thing.
If it passes, hell yeah, I'm going to sign that shit, dude.
I don't like that, dog. I don't like that. I'm from South Florida, so you don't take. I want my red dye.
I want my red dye
dog.
number 9, man.
And number 11 and 15.
Let me make my own decisions,
make my
man.
own decisions, dog. If I don't want TikTok, I'll delete it, Papa. Don't worry about me.
The only thing that I hate about TikTok, because I'm a fucking millennial and I'm old, and I'll just wait for Instagram Reels till it gets to Instagram Reels 3 weeks later.
I'm the same. No, don't get me wrong. I'm the same way. I don't get on TikTok like that. Yeah. I do get on sometimes, but like I get more on Instagram. Yes, 3 weeks later we get the
And I'll get it 3 weeks later. I'm like, this is the thing that was going on. It's the fact that like I don't have it downloaded and I refuse to download it because
fuck Gen Z, dog. Because fuck Gen Z.
That's why, honestly, when it comes down to it, it's really that. Like, I don't want nothing to do with that, and like, I don't want to download. I don't want to download another app.
Yeah,
like, I'm already on Instagram, fucking 4 hours a day. That's more than I should be on that
Pornhub,
shit.
another 7.
That's
11 hours
man.
off rip.
That's way too much screen time, man.
Like, now you only have 13 hours left.
I don't want more screen time. I'm trying to avoid more screen time. But it's when my female friends will send me TikTok videos to watch, and I gotta go through fucking 4-8 videos. I'm like, oh my, that was so funny, babe. Like, that was so good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah.
Which, by the way, dog, not to like, we're gonna digress here a little bit, but let me give you a little shout out, dog.
Shout out.
Because we talked about the lenteja soup last week, and I had lenteja soup, and Galo's good in bed, man. But
you thought I was playing, baby. You thought I was playing.
He wasn't fucking around.
I wasn't fucking around, man. I was being serious.
No, but there was a little chickie on the Instagram that said, I can vouch for this. And I was like, oh yeah, dog, look at G the P.
You think I was playing, man. This shit ain't a game. This shit real.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit. Big shout out to you and your lenteja soup. That shit must be magical.
You thought I was joking. That shit must be
magical.
Listen, I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple man.
Big shout out. Dog.
It's a simple soup. It's like legit, like 4 ingredients. But I make that shit fire.
And the next order of business, too, after I shout you out, is everybody, okay, dog, I understand that this podcast is on the Gus Villa Jewelry channel.
Yes. Go.
I get
please,
it. I get it. I get you guys
Speak,
like to
boy.
see your little fucking. Oh, please review.
Please review this.
King Ice. Please
review
review
this fucking trunk right
Alexa
here,
jewelry.
blah, blah,
Please
blah.
review John's gold chains. Fuck you guys. First of all, that's off rip. Stop asking where's Gus, bro. Gus, he'll get here when he gets here, dog. He'll get here when he gets here. This is what you get. This is what you got. Forget up. There's a review that being got nothing, dog. This is what we are. This is the VVS podcast, dog. We're here every Sunday, 12 p.m. Two fat guys and a fat guy behind the camera. And potentially a Gen Z autistic kid. Yeah.
Little Gen Z audience
saying,
member,
dog?
man.
We're out here. Follow us at the VVS. It's actually at the .VVS podcast. Follow Galo at what?
Galo the producer.
Galo the producer, dog.
It's the Very, Very Senseless podcast, man. That's what you're going to get. You're just going to get two fat guys talking about very, very senseless shit, man. And if you don't like it,
fuck off.
Man.
No, I'm kidding, man. All 16 of you, man. We love you guys. Appreciate y'all, dog. And on that note, we out.
We out, baby. Make sure you like and subscribe. VVS Podcast.
All the basic shit.
Follow your boy at Melo the DJ.
Follow Jerry at D-Melo Jerry Bikes.
D-Melo Jerry Bikes, baby.
And follow Kickflip J at 18 Shoddy. We out.
And we out, baby.